I don't know what your relationship may be with the other realm, but I'm actually having a long remembered and experienced thing that occurred. Something had happened so long ago, and I am so positive of it being something that is happening right now. I just cannot be otherwise on it. And were I not so open or whatever the fuck you want to say, because there could be a lot of fucked up ways you could be, buddy, believe your ass me that I know for a fact that upon the surface, because this terrified the fuck out of me. When I was a kid and had a typewriter at my grandma's and I'm up in my bed at this time of night, it's like 3:30 at night in the black ass room, the typewriter starts click, 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 click. I was paralyzed with fear in my bed. And when I went to that thing in the morning and looked on that typewriter, that old style typewriter I'd borrowed from my grandma to fucking make my book report, we didn't have a computer and printer. We had access to a typewriter. So I typewriter did it. But not this. This little piece of paper on there said on there, Sid and Bobby killed me. Oh my. And I believe that's what had happened. Maybe at the house. I don't know. Who can say? There was haunting shit going on. I got yanked off the goddamn bed, so I'm thinking there's some shit doing something. Sounds reasonable to me. I'm freaked out. They told me that I made it up. You made it up. I fucking... No. My brother, but I just asked my brother, bro. I was like, bro, do you remember? And he's like, yeah, I do. I have said this story 10,000 fucking times along the way. And I'm pretty sure, because of what I've learned, and I hope I'm correct on my hunch, because we have already met Sid. And nobody gets murdered. That's not it. That is not it. And I think, and I'm excited. I really am, because I've seen these weird ways that you cannot, if you can't wait, or you fucking want to tell your own version, or you don't fucking see this thing, whatever this thing actually really is happening now, and you do need to see this thing as it is. And no, you cannot jump the line. You are going to get fucked with. And I remember the first time it had happened and why I thought it was so strange. It was me. Because I went back and remote viewed myself and where I was in my room. This is what the original thing had occurred from my experience. There's a ritual to remote view yourself 10 years in the Golden Dawn's Earth grade Zelator material. Standard fucking ritual. And having done it, I see myself, but I'm up in the closet looking down in my room, and I saw something move something up in the closet. And I remember that. My brother does too. I had a Technodrome, a fucking toy. That bitch fucking slid the fuck over like it was thrown. And I don't only remote view, you can remote influence. I'm pretty sure this is not a ghost. Now, recently, and I thought this was strange because the house is already sold. This house was the house I would have got half of. But due to it just being a simpler thing to do, you brothers are going to be here. You should have this here, and we're going to do this, because there's flim-flammery going on, that me and my brother have to work through. But it's properties, too. It's locations and times. But it was spelled just like this guy, Sid, S-I-D. And I'm pretty sure, just because I just got my fucking car sold, yes, and how this all had played itself out, last night I had to ask people if in fact the rumors that were going on at the time were so. Because one person, even the name they told me, if I was to actually look at what the name was, it would be an implication to some weird shit. And I had to ask, because if you pick the name, I'm having to do this process because what would want it to happen if nothing else? The land would do that, because this would be the thing that I do and I'm able to do, and it needs to be done, and I'm okay with that. And now when I just got off the phone with a job, and I did get to go earlier, and thank my friends for taking me, I got the right stuff, but having to wait a little bit. When I went in there and I saw my friend sitting across from me, this girl, she didn't notice me yet. It's her birthday today, though. And you know how, I was look, with the things as they are, when you get to the place where you're not having to do the checks anymore, like I sat there for long enough before she recognized me, and her sister hit her in the fucking head with some sort of thing. She does have a small scar. And you're not going to hear me say nothing about how attractive she was and whatever. No, you're not going to hear that out of me. I remember, and I know the girl's a beautiful fucking girl, period. And I'm having a difficult time retaining my fucking youthful beauty as well. So I've got a lot more riding on this being an easier thing to suss out and release the stressor. You want to do that if you can do it. If you need to hold on to your bullshit detail facts about stuff, don't get me fucked up. I understand why people want to do that way, and the reasons in that can be varied. Like this old pappy here, this old motherfucking guy, friend of my dad's, one of my friends, where's Pappy's picture? Where's this dead person's picture? I have had enough. It's right here. It almost went into the ghost woods where your ass will be, because you cause so much disruption and the way you do it, lady. I just can't stand it when people do people like that for no reason than their reason that's not good enough. Why are you so angry? Why are you yelling? Why are you fighting with everyone? You don't even know what you're fighting about? Fuck that. No way. No, there's another way to do shit. Now, I and my friends, family, all are in agreement. But this one person, it's got such a fucking issue with whatever the fuck it is, their own life. It does come from certain people. They love to fight. They love to argue. Not me. The less that I can have in my motherfucking life, you bet your ass that's what I want. I'm not saying that makes a better life. But I'm saying in regards to this thing, woman, you have brought me your whole fucking family. And I have been doing what I do for that whole family. And they believe it. So I think it is now in the, what does the Allstate say? You're in good hands with Allstate. There's no other way for this to be the way it is. There's no longer any more fucking with it from my point of view. Now, this is just the reality as it is. And as I come to realize the very simple piece of this fact, it begins to dawn on me, hey, dude, this is Sid. That's Sid, that dude, that old dude. That old dude is cool. I gave that old dude one of these high-frequency tuning forks of angel frequency because of some stuff that he said. And now, roommate's having to go and he's having to do some work for him because we did a really good install, and this guy's place is right up the river. Like, you could go very short distance upriver and be in his backyard. It's very nice. And he is a good guy. And it is nice over there and all this shit. And there is more work and stuff to do because this is just one of those things. And both myself and my roommate saying, I like that guy. There's something about him. And we have our different reasons. And we do. I was in the attic when fucking Don's higher self wanted to fucking tell me some shit to tell him. I thought this was ridiculous. I was like, no, sir, no, no, I'm not doing that. your lower self. This guy, no, I don't care what you may be. I'm not going to send that message. And because I did not send that message, I have been told the message, and it is hilarious because it is from his higher self. And no, it wasn't going to be a message you're going to be able to send because his whole life plan is based upon rejection of religion, and it is certain things, but they have nothing to do with disrespecting anybody else's process. That's not going to be in his ability to do anything about the talk shit. But it does put me in a completely different position. This guy, my roommate, and my brother, the same oversoul. That is correct. That oversoul is over that day, no matter when. It's the same damn thing. I bet on my birthday it's the same too for the oversoul. Now, this I thought for a long time. Now I'm pretty damn sure I'm right. I would not ever say anything to that effect of this like that because it took a long time for me to tell Don, hey, Don, you know what was in that attic over there? Your oversoul wanted me to send you an email. And I told it, hell no. He looks at me a little more or less crazy. Like the look on his face, if I could tell you it's a little bit different. And there's not been a more disturbing look that I've gotten but from him. When I could see whatever the discussion area is, does not want to be breached at all. And that's a very different sort of thing than the hostility of someone who's like, fuck God. Fuck your belief. No, there's something else going on. And I can deal with the something else being as it is. But don't look. I'm a person too. I'm living in this shit as well. So it's like you really need to look sometimes. Especially on matters you cannot believe you know anything. What the fuck does anybody know here? Tell me what you know your name. You could say that. How you spell it. Do you even know where you were born or did you read it on the paper? Come on, let's be serious. What do we know and what can we say we know? Not as much as we do. We are some boastful, fool-ass word-speaking people. And I cannot say what it is that is holding these things up to be like unfucking breakable. The word that must be obeyed. Can you do that? But would you like to be able to? That's, dude, yeah, I would love to be able to keep my promises. I would love to not let somebody down. I would love. Now, and I had to get to where I understood that stuff. I had to get that. So, and if we're going to go where, if I'm thinking about stuff about you and you're able to hear that, do you think that's going to last very long in the way we're doing now? If the aliens come and we're thinking all these things about them. Oh, this motherfucking, he smells like feet. What is that in his mouth? You don't think? I've heard stories like that. And if you do not think, you have to change your thinking. You've got a fucking real rough road ahead of you. Because most of us has not even begun.